Welcome to another episode of the Wildfire series on the Wildly Intentional podcast, the place where families slow down, laugh together, learn together, and spark big ideas from small moments. Just like a wildfire begins with a single spark, meaningful conversations often start with something simple: a story, a question, or a shared experience. And that's what this series is all about: creating space for connection, curiosity, and growth inside our homes. These episodes feel a little like a campfire conversation meets a family check in. They're warm, real, and wonderfully unscripted. And today's episode is exactly that. We're wrapping up our season with a family H.O.W.L celebration, H.O.W.L. It's a chance to honor the ways we've grown, celebrate the little wins that matter the most to us, and notice what's been quietly taking root in our lives this season. So gather around with us, because this spark, it might just ignite something in your home too. Reclaim your rhythm. Rethink the rules. Rewrite your life. This is Wildly Intentional, the show where we question the scripts we've inherited and build a life, family, and legacy on purpose. If you're done living on autopilot, come with a curious mind and a courageous heart. Here, we talk about what it means to question, unlearn, create, and build what truly matters. I'm your host, Mandy, maverick mom of three, maker, family culture builder, lifelong question asker, and the friend people call when they're ready to rethink, well, everything. I'm here to shake the norms, tell the truth, and light the way forward. If you've been using the Wild and Rooted seasonal planner, you know we close every season with a ritual I call H.O.W.L. It's our chance to pause long enough to actually see how we've grown and to celebrate the stories that happened along the way. I like to say, if G.R.O.W is the plan, H.O.W.L is the party. It's not fancy or elaborate. It's simply where we celebrate, reflect, honor, laugh a little, maybe cry a little, and notice who we've become. So today, I want you to walk through a seasonal H.O.W.L with me and my family. We're going to talk about what does H.O.W.L stand for and even mean first, though. So the H of H.O.W.L stands for honor. Honor asks, what are we proud of? What did we create, survive, build, or begin? What effort deserves to be seen? And we're not just talking about shiny milestones here, although you can absolutely name those. I'm talking about quiet moments, the boundaries you held, the conversations you finally had, the tiny habits that you kept returning to, even when you wanted to quit. This season, what deserves honoring in you? Honor is not self-congratulation. It's self-witnessing. It's saying, I saw what I did there, and it mattered. Now, the O of H.O.W.L stands for R. This is where we acknowledge the people who made our season possible, who supported you, who encouraged you, who showed up when you needed softness or a push or a reminder that you're not alone. Maybe it was a partner or a friend or a child or a coworker. Maybe it's someone you've never met in person, someone whose words online got through to you. This season, who belongs in your R? When we name these people, something beautiful happens. We remember that growth is communal. We don't grow alone. We grow together. The W of H.O.W.L is wins. And again, I'm not just talking about the big ones. Sometimes the greatest win is courage in a moment that nobody else saw. finishing up a project, trying something new, asking for help, or simply not giving up. Let yourself acknowledge what brought joy, what felt good, what you accomplished, even if it was messy or imperfect or still in progress. Celebrate it. Let it count. And finally, the L of H.O.W.L stands for lessons. Every season teaches us something if we're paying attention. Sometimes it's wisdom we asked for, and sometimes it's wisdom we didn't ask for, but we needed. So what did this season show you about yourself, about your relationships, about what matters, about what you're ready to release or carry forward? Lessons are the lanterns that we bring into the next season. They illuminate the path ahead for us. So H.O.W.L, honor our wins and lessons. That's what H.O.W.L stands for. So I'll start by sharing one of my own H.O.W.Ls quickly with you. And it's one you've already heard about this season if you listened to my last episode. It's my hunting journey in episode 33. Hunting stretched me in ways that I didn't expect. And it taught me about safety, responsibility, fear, courage, developing new skills, and respect. It pushed every edge of who I thought I was as a woman, a mother, and a spiritual person. And it gave me a new way of seeing myself. That experience alone could be an entire H.O.W.L. Honoring the courage it took. Remembering all the mentors who stood with me. Celebrating the shot and my first buck, and carrying the lessons of patience, reverence, and integrity forward. But today, it isn't just about me, because I've already given that its own episode. And if you haven't heard it, check out 33. But today, it's about the growth that's been happening inside my home. So right now, I'm inviting my own family, the Weber Wolfpack, into the celebration. Because growth isn't just personal, it's communal. And we've had a lot of it this year. So if you're listening, this is your reminder. It does not have to be fancy. You can do this around a bonfire, around the dinner table, while sharing a treat, making a fort, or even in the car. The power is in this pause that you're taking with those you love. In noticing, in naming, in celebrating the things that we're usually just rushing right past. Okay, take a deep breath, because I'm about to assemble and bring in my kids, which means that anything can happen. Someone might have a snack emergency or a meltdown. Someone might forget what they're going to say or walk out of the room. This is real life. And this is exactly how H.O.W.L feels for me and my family in this season right now. So let me go get and bring in the Weber Wolfpack. All right. I've gathered my pack, quite literally. Everyone is here around the table, and we're going to do our own mini H.O.W.L celebration. So I feel like we need to introduce everybody to the pod first, because our Defender Wolf is getting very excited to say hello. Defender, welcome to the pod.
I'm not Defender, I'm Enforcer.
Right. I was welcoming Defender first. Defender, welcome. Say, what's up,
Hi, guys.
listeners? Defender's in the house.
Defender's in the house. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
All right. And we've also got Enforcer here with us.
Hello.
Hey, Enforcer. Thanks for joining on the pod. Very good. And we've also got Alpha Beta.
What's up, everybody? Alpha Beta here.
Little Wolf, do you want to say hi, Little Wolf? How? Can you do it, Little Wolf? Let him try, Defender. Go ahead, Little Wolf. Yeah.
He's trying.
And Luna on the mic. How? That's me. I'm being goofy. All right. So we're going to go around today and we're going to share one way that each of us has grown this season. Something we're proud of, something that stretched us, something that we want to honor. So we're going to howl at the end together. Okay. So
Okay.
who wants to start and share their howl?
Me.
Defender. Very good, Defender. What are you working on that you're really proud of?
I'm learning cursive.
Yeah,
And I'm almost done with the lowercase cursives.
you are. And you're doing really good, aren't you?
I know.
It's hard to connect the letters, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing a great job connecting them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Is writing cursive fun for you?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the hardest lowercase letter you think?
Definitely Q,
Ooh.
because that one, the U is really tricky.
Yeah, because in our program, we don't just teach Q, we teach what? Q says
Qua. Qua, 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 qua.
like quack.
Quack.
Right. So
Quack, quack.
So when you write Q, you're always writing two letters, aren't you?
Yep.
Which two?
Q and U.
Yeah. Very good, Defender. If you could give advice to a little kid learning cursive, what would you tell them, Defender?
Cursive is really cool, and it's really pretty, and it's really tricky too
Yeah.
sometimes. But I am like getting the hang of it, so I hope you will too.
That's really positive and encouraging, Defender.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've really stuck with it, though, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to get good at cursive?
Well, I like for A and D, it's curve roll swing tall down, and for A, it's curve roll swing down.
Very good. So those are the strokes, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. You're doing fabulous. Should we all howl for Defender, or do you want to howl on your own?
All howl.
I'll howl. Way to go, Defender. Enforcer, you jumped right in there. What are you proud of?
That I'm going to be a published author.
What? A published author at 9 years old. What are you working on?
I'm illustrating it right now.
Okay, so you're working on a book.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think you've been working on this book?
Like a year, maybe?
I think over a year, honestly. So what are all the pieces that you've had to do?
Well, first I had to write the words and lay out the story.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, I have to figure out what I'm going to draw for the book.
Which part's been more fun for you, the writing the story or the drawing the pictures?
Writing the story because I got to stay up late.
Yeah. So who has helped you? So when we do Howl, we honor our wins, which coming up with a story, creating a, what do they call the book that you've been taking around? You've had many versions of this. Do you remember what it's called?
A dummy.
A dummy. So you've had many versions of a dummy. And then you've written the story. You've come up with versions of your dummy. And that's what we're honoring, right? So that's the H of Howl. And then O is R. Who's helped you put this together?
Well, Mom has been helping me with the words and figuring out what to draw for the pictures. Anna Banana has been helping me with the picture drawings. And then I've been getting a lot of feedback from my friends like Adeline, Jocelyn, Nene, a bunch of people.
I love that you've been asking for feedback on your story and hearing what they have to say and what doesn't make sense or ideas to include or not include. Then we have wins, Enforcer. So we have honor, what you've been doing, R, who's been helping us, and W stands for wins. Were there moments when you really felt like, "Whew, I'm super close," or this is really exciting?
Well, I want to get it done before Christmas and took a big break, like for months, basically.
Why do you think you took a break?
Yeah.
Writer's block, just needing to work on some other things? Yeah. I think there's
I
been
have a whole other list of projects like build planes, a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. You're
Build
definitely
planes with
creative,
Dad.
aren't
Build
you?
planes with Dad.
Build planes with Dad.
Shoot BB guns everywhere.
Yeah. You've got a lot of projects that keep you busy, don't you? I think there's been a handful of wins that you've had. Like, don't you think when we printed that big dummy and submitted it to the fair, do you feel like that was something you were especially proud of? Or how did that feel holding that version of the dummy in your hands?
Good. 'Cause I got to read it to my 4-H teacher, and then leave it at the fair, and then come back to the fair to see it and get a ribbon.
Yeah. Yeah. But you got to read your most finalized dummy to friends and family that came to see your project at the fair. That was pretty special.
And there was like a lot of projects.
A lot of projects that inspired you. Oh, but you just had another win within the last couple of weeks when I printed some stuff for my project. You got some stuff printed.
Oh yeah, stickers and bookmarks and stuff. So I have the stickers that I have is there's a sticker of me, a sticker of me in shadow. That's the who I'm doing the book on. One of just my book, and then what was the other one?
A self-portrait with your pen name.
A self-portrait with my pen name that I did in actual cursive on the iPad. And
Yeah.
then the bookmark is basically this. The words on the bookmark says, "This looks like a perfect place to pause."
PAWS. It's a pun in a pun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so good. How do you feel? That's a lot of work for a 9-year-old.
Good.
Yeah, honey. I'm so proud of you. Do you feel proud? Are you ready to hold the final copy of the book in your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my friend Adeline is doing her own book about a cat, and it's Charlie the cat.
You've inspired some other people, haven't you? And that's awesome.
I think my Belle and Jocelyn are doing a book too. I don't know.
Little writers group that you're starting, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You met your good friend working on this project at the library.
Mm-hmm. So me and Anna Banana would have little meetings where we would do drawing lessons at the library. And there was like 2 kids there, Belle and Charlie. And they were like, "Are you writing a book?" And so I was working on the pictures while they were looking at one of my dummies. And that's how I met her.
You guys are good little buddies now, aren't you? That's really cool, honey.
Because I help her with babysitting.
Yeah. So the L in H.O.W.L. So we have honor, R, wins, and lessons. What are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned in writing and illustrating your own book?
It's hard work.
It is hard, isn't it? What's that called when you keep getting after it and you keep getting after it?
Not giving up.
Not giving up? Yeah. Or the value of like
Persistent.
persistence. That's right, honey. Yeah. Perseverance, grit. Yeah, those are great values. So, what would you say to somebody like Adeline or Belle or another kid that has an idea bouncing around in their head? How would you
Can't
encourage
get it
them?
on the paper.
Get it onto paper? What else would you tell them?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. It's going to be hard, right? I think a couple of times you've been like, I don't know if this will happen. Is that true? But we're close, aren't we? So you drew like a rough sketch first, right? And then what Anna taught you was really a lot of elements like shading. Yeah, you learned a lot from Mark Kistler. I feel like when
shading and overlapping.
texture,
Yeah. picture.
Outlining. I feel like that's when you took your biggest pause, was after you started illustrating.
Pun mom.
Hmm?
Pun mom.
A pun.
You just said pause.
But do you remember when we got into a big Mark Kistler kick and we were drawing a lot? And he was teaching you three-dimensional drawing, and I think you really wanted to focus on that for a little bit. And so you kind of paused on your shadow drawings.
By the way, Shadow is a true story.
A true story. Get your copy next week when it comes out.
Next week?
Well, if we finish it this weekend or in a couple days, it'll take a couple days on Amazon. And then you're going to build a website?
Well, yeah, I have to build a website to get it out.
Is that exciting to you?
Because if I don't build the website, I can't have a QR code and I can't sell it to anybody.
And the QR code's exciting.
So if I don't have, if I'm selling the books and I don't have the website done and they scan the QR code, that's going to be a problem.
Right. So you're also learning some marketing skills with all this, aren't you? Do you need a coffee this morning?
No, Liam woke me up early. I did not. Yes, you did. You literally be quiet until you get to the hallway and then you run down the hallway like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
All right. How do we want to celebrate? Do you want to howl on your own for all your hard work, or do you want us all to come in and howl?
Who wants to hear my best howl?
Everyone.
All right, on 1, 2, 3, let's howl.
All right. Defender's feeling it. Should we do Alpha Beta or should we talk about Little Wolf? What do you guys think?
Alpha Beta.
Alpha Beta.
All right.
How you doing, Alpha Beta?
If you can't tell, my voice is a little hoarse from being under the weather a little bit, but I'm sticking through it, you know?
You're doing great,
Thanks.
Daddy. That's part of parenting, right?
It is.
We just got to keep trudging.
You don't, yeah. That's for sure.
Oh, Alpha Beta.
Yes.
What are we honoring for you?
So during our grow session, a big part of my goal was to supplement a source of income for us. And so one thing that I've been involved in for many, many years is real estate and construction. Been a long time into that. And one thing I love to do is work with my hands. I like seeing things come to life. I enjoy the process of building stuff, of fixing things, of kind of just being your general handyman around here. So yes, the launching of Homefront Property Services took off. I think the thing that I like about this is, number one, it's a mix of what I've already been doing, but now it's how can I help others? I do really feel like there is a massive labor crisis in the trades, and all the data is proving that. So around the country, we are at a mass shortage of skilled labor in the trades. And for me, too, it's raising two sons. I want them to be handy around the house when they get older. So I really admire the ability for myself to train them and coach them and teach them as they grow older. You know, it was funny because when Defender, I think we were in the car one time, and he had said, "Dad, we could be the Handyman brothers.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I want to be a handyman." And so that touched my heart in a way that I didn't know existed, because seeing that out of his own mind, his own heart, his own voice was great. Because when your kids look up to you in a way that they admire something about you, I think every parent could just gush over that. That to me was well worth all of the pain and the gain of creating a business, and still going through all of the nuances of the launch phase.
It was awesome. And we were all in the car then, and it was just so cute and so genuine. And I think he said he wanted to make a sign with you.
So yeah, it's just been a nice journey, and it's still very much in the infancy, but excited to go through this grow season with that goal in mind, and yeah, I'm here to celebrate that.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I think it's really well suited for you, honey. Like, it is the culmination of your real estate career and the handiness that you've displayed around the farm and the teaching that you've always done for your clients. I don't think you've just let anyone buy a house without talking to them about the opportunities with the house or the areas of improvement or things that they can do. And that's just kind of who you are as a natural teacher and person that helps guide them. Do you want to say something, little wolf? Yeah. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anybody want to ask Dad a question about what he's here to howl?
Sure. What do you think you're gonna like the most about your new business?
It's a great question. I'm not sure exactly at this moment in time because it's so very new. But if I could give you an answer today, it would be the process of gaining my expertise and honing my skill set. So a big thing of what I've said for years, and you could probably remember this, Mandy, is I've had this like gut feeling or this gut knowing that I want to be a master of a craft. And I think this is a big part of it, you know. So much of what I feel out in the world is that we've lost this sense of true mastership in so many crafts, right? You know, heck, we just picked up a book and read it this morning about the candy cane. And the store owner of that candy store was building his dream in this new town of this beautiful candy store. And everybody was wondering, what is he going to make? Is he a doctor? Is he a farmer? Is he a shop owner that sells goods? And nobody actually just asked him until this little girl came by and said, do you need some help? And he was like, thank you. Finally, somebody who's willing to help. And then he told the story of the candy cane. But what I got out of that book was that he was truly a master of his craft, right? He knew what he wanted. He executed and built this beautiful new store. And it was set in a time frame where, you know, it was probably in the early, 1800s is what it looked like. And, I think back to that era of, even Ma and Pa Ingalls. Both of them became masters of crafts, right? Furniture making, house building, processing food, farming.
Butter.
What's that?
Making butter.
Making butter, right? So many of these skills that our ancestors have learned and developed and honed. Our modern society kind of strips a lot of that away from us. I think the excitement of honing my skills and just helping people in general.
Well, that's exciting.
It is, isn't it?
I'm sitting over here tearing up, like that moment. She's just asking you a question from your heart. I am, because it's just like taking, I don't know how long we've been recording, but just telling them what we're working on and letting them ask us about what we're doing. That was just so genuine. And the listeners can't see this, but she's just looking at you, hanging on to every word you're saying about your response. And you can tell that your kids are proud.
That's awesome.
It's way awesome.
Thanks, honey.
Dad, how do you want to celebrate? Do you want everyone to howl, or do you just want to howl on your own?
Let's do a group.
Everybody follow Little Wolf. Ready? Can you do it, Little Wolf? Can you do it? Defender, do you want to put the headphones on and talk about Little Wolf? I want Defender and Enforcer to share something you guys are proud about that Little Wolf has done. Little Wolf is 18 months old, so he can't really talk. He's got his mouth all over this microphone. But what are you guys proud about for Little Wolf? Do you have something to say, Little Wolf?
It's adorable.
I'm glad that Dad went in the army and survived. And one time a bomb literally almost killed him,
That's true.
which is pretty sad.
That is sad. Do you feel like we should celebrate that, Liam?
Yes.
Okay. You want to lead a howl?
You can just tell when Dad joins in. It's like instant.
That was Little Wolf.
I
He was howling. You did.
Microphone.
Yes. Yeah.
Finally. He's like, heck yeah. He's like,
All right.
heck yeah.
Defender, would you say something about Little Wolf? Yeah. You've been working hard. You've been teething, getting potty ready, talking. Yeah. Defender, what are you proud of?
Brady is pooping and peeing in his potty. That's so nice, isn't it?
I think so.
It's
He's
like,
listening to his body, isn't he?
yeah, he is like, I need to go potty. I'll poo-poo in the potty.
And he's
Can't
picking it up
say
and bringing
that.
it around
He
the house.
can't
Yeah.
say that though.
That's how he's saying it, isn't it?
You know if he's gonna pee if he's naked. He'll just look down, and then it's like instantaneous he pees.
Yeah. How about you, Enforcer? What are you proud of that you've observed Little Wolf doing?
Well, he used to have to be like he has this little bike thing with 4 wheels, and we'll go outside with it, and I'll ride my bike because I just learned how to ride it. We'll be walking around playing with our new dog Rascal and Camo, and he'll be just trotting around on his little bike. And he used to have to be pushed on it, but now he literally like sits on it and then pushes himself on it, like a little balance bike. And it's adorable.
We call him Ralph S. Mouse, don't we? Because he's like the mouse on the motorcycle.
Yeah. He literally drives around on his motorcycle and goes like, boom, 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 boom. It's so cute.
He gets his mouth going, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's so cute.
Anybody else want to say anything about Little Wolf? Someday Little Wolf can join us, right?
Yep.
And talk for himself
Yep.
on what he's proud of. Should we give Little Wolf a little howl?
So all of us got to share a little bit of our goals from the grow, but we haven't heard from you, Luna. I and the kids want to know. I think we have an idea, but please,
What's going on with the planner?
What's going on with my planner?
Tell us about your big accomplishments.
Yeah, the planner was, I think, the biggest fall accomplishment for me. I've been working on that since March, and I had a fall version that we used. What'd you think of that one, Sissy?
That one was good until she mentioned that she was going to do the one with like the stickers and the flaps and all that type of stuff. That was really, really cool. And it just leveled up so much more. And like my friends are now just literally going to the tap and just taking it and pulling it there. And literally they like are writing down their month of what the month's going to be like.
Before we get into the nitty gritty of it all, can you tell us, Luna, what was the spark that even got you excited about creating this?
It was Enforcer.
Seriously?
It was you. Yeah. You know why? Because when we were working on homeschool, and I have all these ideas for the things that we're going to do for the day, and I'd be like, and then we're going to do this. And you would look at me like, oh my gosh, when does it stop? I just want to go outside and do this. And so I said, how can I? Enforcer is very smart. And when she sees the expectation in front of her, she gets it done. How can I show her the expectation, but not have it be overwhelming with all these things that I want to do? And that's where I came up with the sheet that has the boxes, where it's like, if I can just write, do this one thing, this one thing, this one thing, and you see your whole day in front of you, you can get it done, right? So that was what I tried to do. And then I had all these other books for things to do outside and writing activities and things that maybe you could do when I'm trying to help your brother do school. And I wanted to put it all in together. And so you were honestly the inspiration for me doing the kids planner first. Did you know that?
No, I thought it was like you just wanted a giant journal, because I was used to just like flip through every journal, and now it's like I have a journal that I can just stay in for a long time. I have another journal like that, but it's just like work pages where you can draw whatever you want.
So honor is the hard work that went into the idea of the planner, putting it together, like kind of coalescing the whole thing, getting a draft for fall, and then prototyping that with you and our friends, and then getting feedback and seeing like pictures of how they'd used it and how to improve it and what they didn't use or what was confusing. And so adding all those improvements into the winter planner. For me, to your point, the winter planner versus the fall is completely leveled up. And I have a 2-word answer for why. Anna Banana. Her art took it completely to the next level, didn't it? Yeah.
Her wolf, I just cannot get over.
So I have to give a monster shout out to Anna Banana, to you and your brother, and to our friends Sarah and AC Wade. They gave a lot of feedback that made it way better. And then I also want to give a monster shout out to Cindy Tyler at Vervante.
Hey-o.
Yeah, because she helped me find an
She was
affordable
incredible.
solution. Like 3 times over, she helped me deduce the price so that way it could be more affordable for people. So R for me is huge, because without a whole bunch of people, I wouldn't have been able to produce it. Aaron Peretti proofread it. Every page, every word 3 times over. Aaron, thank you so much. So yeah, the R is huge. And then our wins is, then I built a whole shop on the website and got it out there. And I think the win enforcer that touched me the most was when I told you at my first sale and you were so proud of me that you took my picture. Yeah.
It's right here somewhere.
Yep, it is. That was a lot of fun.
And Anna Banana too.
Yeah, and then
Unboxing.
we had Anna Banana over for an unboxing party, and then we made pizza, and
Pizza!
then you guys drew with Anna, didn't you?
Yeah, I figured out how to make my own brush.
Yeah.
stamps.
Oh, and so for Anna, I think she pushed herself creatively on this too, because she taught herself how to make a mandala. She hadn't made one before, and the wolf mandala that she made was absolutely incredible. So yeah, just honoring persistence and trust. I mean, book sales are slow. The girl at Hepner's Resources told me that, and the girl at Vervante told me that, and it is slow. I was rushed to get it out, but I felt like I wanted to get it out instead of waiting until next winter. And I'm actively working on spring and hope to have all 4 seasons launched before the summer. So I'm excited about that. And then I'll move forward with adult planners, so that way I can make my life simpler too. Nice job.
Defender has entered the room with Pearl and the purple crane.
It
Defender,
comes and goes.
would you come and howl with me? I'm ready to celebrate the planners and the hard work I put into that.
Well, everybody, this howl ceremony is one that we're recording live. But we hope that the listener gets a lot of some understanding from how the G.R.O.W framework and then the howl ceremony. And it looks different for everybody. But for us, it's talking about the wins, the accomplishments, the heartaches, the nitty gritty that goes into all these. But if you don't celebrate, if you don't honor the wins. You just keep trudging through stuff. I think it's important. We think it's important to pause and to celebrate and to look at what has been accomplished individually, collectively, and say, good job. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we do these pauses in real time too, right? So like Anna did come over for an unboxing when the planner showed up and we celebrated that night. But I think it's important. And we've got a list of other things too that we celebrated. It's just we all wanted to bring one to the table and share so you can just hear how this isn't a produced thing. It's a very like when you're doing these things with your kids, it's more about sharing your heart, letting them tap into who you are, what's important to you, understanding what's important to them. The conversation could be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Typically, we're not doing this in front of a microphone. We're doing this over a bonfire or over supper or something that is a little more celebratory. We're the Wolfpack. We talk about that in episode 2. And one time we even built what we called as a wolf den. And the kids spent all day making a fort and lining it. And we just kind of laid in there and talked about what we were proud of and what we've been working on and what is important to us. So we just hope that you find inspiration in this. Should we do a final family howl?
The only way that wolves know how.
Let's do it. You going to count us down, Alpha Beta?
3, 2,
2,
1.
A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3.
That right there, that's what Howl is all about. Not perfection, not performance, just pausing long enough to see each other clearly and to celebrate the growth that's actually happening inside our homes. So if you do this with your own family, I promise, the memories become the tradition. You'll start noticing growth more, naming it more, and appreciating it more. And remember, your version of Howl doesn't have to look like ours. We love to actually howl because we call ourselves the Wolfpack. You might think that's ridiculous or not want to do that, and that's okay. So even if it's 3 minutes between homework and bedtime, or if the kids get goofy or walk out of the room, you heard it all here today, right? Now, if you've been following along with the planner or you're a part of this community, you know we have something special called the Wildfire Wall of Fame. And you know me, I love a good acronym. So FAME stands for Friends Adventuring with Meaning and Encouragement. And it's where we highlight the humans who are walking their seasons with intention. People who are doing the work. They're showing up for other people. They're choosing meaning over momentum. And they're lighting the way for the rest of us. That's you listening to this right now, my friend. So when you share your howl, honor our wins and lessons, you're not just reflecting. You're joining a living community of friends with stories that remind us we're not alone. We're learning together. We're becoming together. We're adventuring with meaning. We're encouraging each other, sometimes without even realizing it. Your story, my friend, might be the spark someone else needs. So, if you want to be featured on the Wildfire Wall of Fame or in a future Howl Spotlight, I want you to go to wildlyintentional.com. And I'm going to link this in the show notes. And you can share your reflection into that link. I have a submission form where you can tell me all about what you've been working on, how you've grown, what you're proud of. And I also have a Howl download in the show notes for parents to print out to kind of help guide the questions or the flow. So that way you know how to facilitate this for your own family. Before we wrap up today, I want to invite you to pause right where you are and just take a breath. This season asked things of you, and you showed up. Maybe not perfectly, probably not perfectly, right? But wholeheartedly. You're growing. And that, my friend, is something to howl about. So as we close out this season, I want to invite you into something new. A Grow Challenge. I'll be kicking this off in January. It's nothing intense. and nothing overwhelming. Just small seasonal steps using the G.R.O.W framework that you've already been practicing in the planner. So we're going to set small, meaningful seasonal goals using G.R.O.W. Goals that feel aligned, doable, and rooted in real life. No big New Year's resolutions, no pressure, just a rhythm of noticing, learning, and taking one meaningful step at a time. So with H.O.W.L is how we celebrate the season that we just lived. G.R.O.W is how we step into the next one, slowly, intentionally, and with roots. So I want you to start noticing. What do you want to try or learn or do next? Where do you feel curiosity tugging at you? What feels like the next step you should take? And if you want to go deeper, don't forget to stop by the Wildfire Family Hub on my website. It's your go-to space for family-friendly stories, seasonal challenges, book lists, and the Wall of Fame, where families just like yours can share their creativity, courage, and curiosity. You'll find fresh ideas, quick activities, and ways to keep your family's wildfire burning bright all year long. Just hop on over in the show notes or go to wildlyintentional.com. Thank you for walking this season with me and my Wolfpack. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for this community. I can't wait to step into the next chapter together. Until then, honor your growth, celebrate your people, name your wins, carry your lessons. And if you're feeling brave, give this season one last howl.